going to get started on your psychic tarot reading for the month of, well, it's for now, mid-May through June the 15th, because I am uploading this reading a bit late. It is 5:55. I'm looking at the time. 5:55 could be of significance for many of you. Okay, so let's get started. So this is your psychic tarot reading, my dear Aquarius, and it's good for now, mid-May through mid-June. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Aquarius. Let's see what we got for you this time around, my dear. We have the Nine of Swords. What you tripping about? That's what I'm hearing. What you tripping about? We have the Five of Swords. We have the King of Cups, and then we have the Four of Wands. All right, so for those of you that I'm connecting with, I feel like you could be, for sure, you're having issues with a particular person who is kind of acting very nonchalantly about the entire situation. Perhaps maybe there isn't an ongoing problem necessarily going on right now, but more so kind of like residual energy about something that happened a while back, but that's kind of still like bothering you or still a factor, you know, this time around. With the Four of Wands, this could be, you know, person you are in a relationship, in a connection with this Four of Wands. It could be someone in your home as well. And with the Nine of Swords, I do feel like whatever the situation is kind of like a stressor this time around. With the Nine of Swords, I do feel like there is I don't want to say unnecessary worry, because the Five of Swords is here. So I do feel like at least at some point or another, there was a reason, you know, for this Nine of Swords energy here, which is very hyper aware. And with the Five of Swords, do know that this time around in the month of May and as well into the month of June, you're going to be experiencing, you know, having some thoughts, okay, that could definitely make a situation worse, or that could create a situation for you and another person that the both of you are not going to be pleased or happy with. Interesting. Let me look into this some more. Tell me more about this Nine of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. For those of you that I'm connecting with, I feel like you're dealing with a situation in which you're kind of like you will be experiencing a lot of fears and whatever thoughts you're going to be entertaining that are going to be making their way into your mind can potentially be very problematic, guys, in the way that it will affect a particular relationship in your life, which has or is presently being stabilized. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting, guys. There's a relationship, there's a connection, guys. Now, this is not a love reading. This could be a boss, this could be someone at work, this could be, you know, someone, it could be anybody, okay? I feel like we have a person, a relationship, we could say a connection here, in which perhaps you, both of you, or you have really invested a lot of time and energy into to get to a better place. With the Eight of Pentacles and with the Five of Pentacles, I do feel like this is a situation in which a loss has been experienced, a great disappointment. So I'm hearing I've invested, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm working really hard on this and on that. And, you know, with this Five of Pentacles, I don't really know whether all of this effort is really going anywhere, or if it really is doing something, or if it even matters. So I feel like all of those kind of things are kind of like going through your mind or somebody's mind here. If this is not you, Aquarius, this is the person that you're dealing with. Yeah, they're kind of just like, you know what, I don't know whether, you know, it's not whether I want to continue putting more, you know, it's not whether I want to continue putting more time and energy into this. I'm hearing I do want to, but I'm being, you know, confronted with the possibility, or with the thoughts, or certain thoughts that are telling me that perhaps, you know, this is not really a good investment. You know, what I'm doing here, it's kind of like in vain. It's not really going to take me anywhere. And with the Nine of Swords, guys, I feel like that what I just said, of like, I don't know whether, you know, it's worth it, or, you know, this is going to be, it's not going, I don't know whether I should really be just doing all of this. That is actually the Nine of Swords. And those thoughts precisely are what could potentially turn this relationship, this connection, this situation, okay, into the Five of Swords. And what's the Five of Swords? The Five of Swords is you ain't putting the effort. I'm not putting the effort. You're saying the hell with it. I'm saying the hell with it too. I'm saying I don't have to do this. And the other person saying, well, I don't got to do this either. And then we have that kind of situation where there's no resolution to any problem, because we have two people that are entertaining very opposing and conflicting positions, okay? That's what we have going on, guys. Interesting. Now, let's take a look at this King of Cups, okay? Let's take a look at that one. I do feel like there is a sense of like mystery around this one, okay? Because the moon is there. This could certainly be a Pisces for a selective few. And I do kind of see this smug, they do, in a way, they're kind of looking like that to me right now. There's this kind of smug look there, but it's kind of weird. I feel like for some of you, you might be seeing things. I do. I feel like you might be seeing things. And that's that Nine of Swords. I mean, the Nine of Swords can also be hallucinations, where you're kind of like so paranoid, or you're so stuck in, you know, believing something that you start to see it. You know, that's that Nine of Swords. Because look, this guy, I mean, that's the way that he doesn't look smug to me at all, but he's starting to kind of look like that, which is really standing out. This dude's not doing anything. He's just kind of there minding his own damn business. He's drinking, you know, and right now was it Kermit the Frog? You know, a while back there was a meme going around that was very popular that had, is it Kermit the Frog? And it said, it's none of my business. But that's none of my business. So there's symbolism in that, guys. So what's the whole thing with those memes? It's kind of like Kermit is the frog, you know, he's being intrusive, but then he's like saying, oh, but I don't, but that's none of my business. You've encountered people like that state their opinion, and then they're like, but that's none of my business, or, you know, but it's like, okay, well, then you shouldn't have said anything. So there is this, that, I don't know what you call that, but that kind of energy there I'm picking up here. Let me look into this King of Cups. So right now I do have this energy of like, are they doing this on purpose? Are they not? Or I do have that, which is your energy. We have the High Priestess. Whew. Guys, I feel like this is a situation where you really have to kind of go within for answers, okay, and kind of stay silent and not be overly reactive, because that's the High Priestess. The High Priestess is passive. So for those of you that I'm connecting with, I do feel like, okay, you're kind of seeing things right now, which is interesting. Every reading is different, guys. Every reading is different, and that is not necessarily a message that I deliver often necessarily. The High Priestess also says that you should give it a little bit of time for things to kind of start making sense. When the High Priestess is here, there's a strong need to go within for answers. There's a strong need to be still, to not overreact, to kind of just be observant and just kind of take everything in. So I feel like that is the message for you, my dear Aquarius. I feel like we have a situation here where someone is thinking, you know what, I kind of just don't want to do this anymore. I feel like someone is feeling as well that maybe they're putting most of the work here. If not most of the work, they feel like whatever it is that they have done, you know, it's something that they that they don't know whether it's really worth their time and their energy anymore. But that's only because they are experiencing some they're thinking that they're seeing something here that is causing them to react or feel this way. So for example, you know, the reason why someone says, I don't want to do this anymore, or, you know, there's just no point in doing this, or I just don't, this is just, I'm just going to leave it alone. Like, I'm just not going to work on it anymore. Invest my time in it, and I'm not even going to try. There's many reasons why somebody would say that. Some people, honestly, you know, they just don't care. This is not someone that doesn't care. The Nine of Swords, in fact, is someone that cares a whole lot, but they're seeing something that could be triggering them, or that is reminiscent, I'm hearing, of something else. I do feel like this is a situation in which there has been trouble here before. I do feel like trust is an issue. It's a problem here with this Five of Swords. And, well, I also feel like someone, you know, is feeling like they've been through like an obstacle course. Like, this has been incredibly exhausting. Like, yeah, for sure. Because this Tomb Raider, this movie is about, isn't there like a lot of obstacles that this character, Angelina Jolie's character, stumbles upon? They're trying to, you know, raid a tomb, but it's like there's a lot of booby traps and all kinds of things. So I do see someone who is willing, okay, who is willing to go through some obstacles, who is willing to overcome obstacles. But I'm hearing, but not if this is not going to go anywhere. Not if my efforts are going to be in vain. And then here we have Kill Bill. So this Judgment, to me, especially connected here with this Kill Bill movie, it has to do with well, it has to do with vengeance, and it has to do with forgiveness. So I feel like there is this kind of conflict going on here, where it's like, do I forgive, or do I you know, seek revenge kind of feeling? There's this conflictingness there. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. There could be an Aries, a Scorpio, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a Pisces. I mean, it could really be anyone. We have the Ace of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Wands. I do see I do see time or effort, I would say, with this with this Two of Pentacles happening here. I'm hearing two people at the very least. I do see them continuously working on this situation. So I don't feel like anyone has necessarily given up with the Two of Pentacles. I don't feel like anyone has dropped the ball. Although I am sensing that someone is kind of feeling that way with the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, and then this Nine of Swords. With this Ace of Swords, guys, I feel like there's a need for clarity in the situation here. We have a bunch of clouds back here. So I do feel like we have a situation which is cloudy. Judgment, I feel like it's cloudy. And pretty much the message here is, guys, that someone's fears, okay, could potentially ruin Five of Swords, a situation which is stable or which is, you know, a situation which is getting there. So basically, someone's fears could unstabilize whatever stable efforts have already been made here. Interesting. Let's continue. What is something that you should know, Aquarius? What is something that you should know? Something that you should know, Aquarius. Something that you should know, Aquarius. Something that you should know. This could certainly be advice. Advice, something that you should know, my dear Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius, something, advice. We have the Ace of Swords. And then we have the Ten of Swords. It goes with what I'm telling you. Look, there's clouded judgment here. All those clouds in the Ace of Swords. Is that the Fight Club? Is that the movie Fight Club? I think it might be. I mean, yeah, guys, I mean, here we have, you know, a situation where it's like, hey, you know, there could be a tendency to kind of go to war, to try to seek out vengeance, and to try or to unintentionally or to hold on to unnecessary conflict. Ten of Swords is here, and in fact here we have all these swords, and then there's a rainy cloud. Yeah, for many of you guys, something it is that you should know is that whatever circumstances it is that you are presently going through, my dear Aquarius, are definitely causing you unnecessary stress. There's a need to kind of clear your mind and to gain clarity over the present circumstances, because whatever way that it's being looked at right now, it's not it's not very clear at all. I do feel like there's something about seeing, you know, through the eyes of trauma here, seeing through the eyes of pain with that cloud raining there. And there is a tendency to kind of like want to fight, Miriam, but not because you just want to fight, but because you feel like you might have to. I don't know, that's just kind of something that doesn't sound very logical, but that just kind of came to me. Ten of Swords and then this Ace of Swords. Yeah, guys, there's a need to clarify, as well as to understand, okay, where, you know, these thoughts, okay, these thoughts are coming from. So there's a need to clear and to redirect your thoughts in a different, more positive direction, because at this time someone is really not seeing things for what they really are, and is could potentially create a very bad situation here. We have the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Two of Cups. With the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups, guys, I feel like there's a person here with very good intentions. There's a need to approach whatever situation it is that we have here with an open mind, with an open heart. I'm hearing to not judge yourself harshly or judge others harshly as well. There's a strong need to forgive and to do away with any negative thoughts about the situation, which could certainly be rooted, for example, in the past. There's a need to extend oneself in a compassionate, loving way. And with the Two of Cups, something that I'm noticing is that there's two moons here. So I feel like two people could certainly be experiencing some fears as well as some uncertainty, some doubt and some unclarity, okay, about the present circumstances. But I do feel like the message here is to remain calm and to not overreact, and to try to sustain a friendly, a positive energy as much as possible. We have the Nine of Swords. I feel like there is a tendency here, perhaps a subconscious tendency, okay, perhaps a negative behavior pattern, or yeah, some sort of pattern here that we have going on, which either you or the person that you're dealing with, my dear Aquarius, kind of gets stuck in, which is this kind of emo, depressive kind of state where they find it difficult to kind of find happiness, to be happy. Knight of Swords, and then, yeah, Nine of Swords and Knight of Swords. I mean, there's a lot of thoughts, even beliefs here that a person is entertaining that is really making it difficult to move a connection, a relationship, or a situation into a more positive place. There's someone here who has a tendency to kind of fall back into depression, into sulking, and that as a result, you know, starts thinking very negatively about the circumstances, becomes very pessimistic. I mean, I'm hearing they start believing things, they start seeing things, and it's because there's kind of get stuck in this emo state here. There's a need to be compassionate, I'm hearing, towards others that are having difficulty dealing with certain things, and knowing that this will all pass. Interesting message, Aquarius. I think that's it for your reading. Future. Let's see. Future developments. What can you expect to be unfolding as, you know, this situation unfolds, or as, you know, the weeks and the months go by? Maybe this is something different. Let's see what we get. What can you expect to be unfolding from this, or in any other area in your life? We have Temperance. Yeah. A little while ago, we saw the Eight of Pentacles with what? With the Five of Pentacles, which is representative of disappointment and loss. But here we see it with the Temperance, which talks about reconciling. The Temperance as well, guys, is constant effort, okay, invested on both sides. I do see that here, guys. I'm just, you know, there's definitely I don't want to say that only one person is having issues, right? But you know, there is someone at the very least this time around that, you know, needs help seeing things from a higher perspective. So Temperance and this Eight of Pentacles, I mean, this is what you can expect in as for this as future developments, which is reconciling, investing equal, okay, time and energy. This is constant and steady effort on both sides, knowing that you find yourself in a situation where you kind of have to be very hands-on and you can't really stop. I'm hearing doing the work. This is a time that really requires the attention of everyone involved, and for everyone to be constantly, I'm hearing I mean, sometimes, you know, somebody might need to be replenished emotionally. They might be feeling a little sad, you know, or maybe they're not going to be as joyful or feeling as optimistic about the circumstances. And another person here is going to have to fall on them to kind of uplift the other. And I'm hearing, and then other times it's going to be the other way around, where the other person, I'm hearing that was, you know, not too long ago feeling very optimistic and, you know, cheerful, positive about the circumstances. I'm hearing, you know, they're going to find themselves in a position where they're not feeling like that, and they're going to be in the other person's shoes, where they're kind of like needing, you know, a bit of motivation, for example. They're needing a little bit of hope. And do know that I see a group of people or two people here kind of doing that for one another, being very emotionally supportive and continuously putting the time and the effort to get whatever it is that we have here right, or to a good place. Beautiful energy, guys. All right, let's see. Let's get an oracle card for you. Let's get it from here. My dear Aquarius, if you want to book a reading with me, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to Votre where you could book a private reading with me. If you have an Instagram, please do follow me on there. That link is down below. I'm also having a free tarot reading giveaway here on YouTube, guys. Hey, all you have to do to enter the giveaway is comment on my May readings. That includes the love reading for May, as well as this psychic tarot reading for May through June the 15th. That's all you have to do. Allow yourself to be seen. Sometime towards the end of May, I'm going to go to my May readings. I'm going to choose one of those videos there, one of those readings, and I'm just going to go to the comment section and choose someone randomly. So that's it, guys. Just allow yourself to be seen, comment on my May readings, and that's all. You are automatically entered to this free tarot reading giveaway. And this is in honor, guys, of reaching 100K subscribers here on YouTube, which I am thrilled about. Thank you so much for my supporters, to all of you, to all of my subscribers, especially, who have helped me reach this incredible milestone. So thank you so much, guys. All right, let's see. Aquarius, what do we have? We have forgive someone. Goodness gracious, doesn't that go? Forgive someone. And I told you guys earlier, I mean, this is a situation where someone's like, do I forgive or do I seek vengeance? You know, forgive. There might be a tendency to be vengeful, to want to retaliate. But here we find a situation where I do feel like someone wants to be forgiven. Anyways, let's see. Forgive someone is the message. If that doesn't go, let's see. If I can find it. 57, so the month of May as well as the month of July is of significance. 57. Oh, there it was. 57. Hurt people hurt people. Forgive someone. If you've pulled this card, your heart is asking to be healed through the process of forgiveness. Psychologists define forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment and vengeance towards people who have harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve it. Life is too short to hold on to hatred. Forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation, and it certainly doesn't deny the seriousness of an offense against you. However, grudges take up our precious time and energy that could be used for spiritual growth. Preoccupation with pain from the past prevents us from engaging in possibilities of the present moment and stops the flow of life when you get stuck on old hurts. Every traumatic, painful, or uncomfortable moment you've experienced offered you a chance to grow, to become stronger, to be who you really are. The past is the past. We can't change what happened, but we can accept and grow from it. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself because of all the negative self-talk and unaligned actions and the ignored whispers of your soul. Let's face it, sometimes assholes are the exact reason why we make a courageous change. I look back and can now thank my inner mean girl for always bringing to my attention the thought, "You're fat," as a deeper desire to get healthy and love my body. With hindsight, you can find the silver lining in each experience, learn the lesson so you don't repeat the same cycle, and begin to thank each person for their contribution to your evolution. Let go of the weight you're carrying. Find compassion for yourself and others. Is there someone that comes to mind immediately when you've been holding hostage in your heart? Try this powerful forgiveness exercise. Write a letter to the person you would like to forgive, and once you're done releasing all your emotions, let it all out in the letter. Then tear it up. Take a deep breath in and say the intention, "I let go and forgive," as you exhale. Forgiveness heals the soul, lightens the burdens, and energizes the spirit. Freedom is on the other side of releasing resentment, regret, hatred, anger, blame, or mistrust. Happiness is within your power. Break down the walls you've built up around your heart and let love in. I release the heaviness in my heart and forgive all involved. This is what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.